I want to give a shout out to my first member, Kevin, who is enjoying all the tribal perks located down below. Any support is greatly appreciated, and even if you guys don't want to become a member, I hope that you consider subscribing or even liking the video, as it all helps me out in the long run. My Discord is open for anyone to join and is located down in the description below, and that'll be it. Let's get to the video. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3 here on Nyxus Gaming. Let me just do this real quick. I gotta turn my HUD back on. I don't know if I ever said the issue with this, but apparently I used my home key to start streaming, and that's the same key that this game uses to turn off the HUD. So I gotta do that sometimes. But anyways, we're here with The Witcher 3. And today we are going to start the Blood and Wine DLC, the final DLC. For now, there's been rumors of a new DLC coming next year to kind of bridge the gap to The Witcher 4. And if it comes out, I will definitely be playing that. But before we head to Blood and Wine, I want to stop by Erd real quick. There was a certain cannibalistic couple there that we kind of just let slide. And we said we would go back to see what's going on with them. And I don't think we ever did. So, where are they? Looks like they're up here. Oh. Well, they seem like they're pretty dead. I see a sparkle there. Go ahead and take care of these Ghouls. Oh yeah, what happened?
Herbalist wasn't joking.
A rusty key. I don't know what the rusty key is. He said the herbalist wasn't joking, though, which implies that the herbalist probably came here and killed the cannibalistic couple for what happened to his apprentice. There's really not a whole lot to come back and see, but it is just a little roundup to that story that I wanted to at least show. Can I go in here? Nope, that's locked. So you get the one key that just goes into their house that doesn't really have much else in it. And I guess that's about it. Do these guys drop red? Yeah, red mutagens. I actually need some of those. That one dropped a blue one. That's a broken rake. Did only 2 of them drop stuff? I guess so. Well, that's enough for me here. So let's go ahead and let's get started with Envoys, Wineboys. Isn't the fast travel... No, it's on the other side. I don't know what I'm doing today, if I'm being honest. I felt really tired, and I almost didn't stream this, but I really want to jump into Blood and Wine. I made all my notes, and I figured it would just be a waste. I'm already a week behind on streams, so I might as well just get it started, you know? So we're here. Blood and Wine is a fun DLC. Very fun. We're going to go to a whole new region. Technically a whole new, like, area of the game, because the whole game is taking place in the Northern Realms. And this region is not in the Northern Realms, which is very fun. We need to start it by going to a notice board and picking up a little thing on it.
Auction house is under new management.
Let's see, it is Appeal to Sir Geralt of Rivia, the bridge his crest. At the behest of our merciful sovereign, her illustrious Grace Anna Henrietta, we have journeyed to the Northern Realms to lay before you our mission. A terrible monster has appeared in the Duchy of Toussaint. A beast that has committed heinous crimes against her Grace's subjects. Only the most famous among Witchers has the ability to destroy the beast. Thus we humbly beseech you to appear in the village of Holloway, where we shall await you in full hope that you will deign to hear of our woes and liberate our land from the clutches of fear. Your humble servants, Sirs Palmerin de Lawnfall and Milton de Peyrac Peyron, knights in the service of Her Grace and the Duchy. So we're going to take this and get a start on this DLC. We got to meet the knights from Toussaint in Holloway. Also, while I remember real quick, I'm just going to tab out real quick and do one of these bits in the chat. Just for anyone that joins, that way they can see my Discord link there if they want to join. And now let's go. I don't think it's actually Holloway, but we have been to the place before. It should be the Stonecutters settlements. Yeah, Stonecutters. This place was completely useless until now, until this DLC. And it literally just serves as a place to start the DLC.
Sir Knights, leave us be, we beg you.
Also, hold on. I usually don't show that on these streams. If you've been watching early, then you've seen my webcam a little bit. But now that is covered. I keep it covered on my Witcher streams. Just because it's easier with YouTube. YouTube's not used to seeing my face. So I keep it covered on these. I usually edit it out anyway, but still. What's going on here, boys?
We've not got no need for your help.
Have no fear, good man. Our labors shall be done quickly. The prowlers to be banished for good.
Milton, look!
Geralt!
In the flesh.
Hail, Witcher! Let us go inside and greet you as befits an old friend.
And you, fear not. We shall put an end to the rule of outlaws, soon.
I like their armor. It's very shiny.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyrin and Palmerin de Lawnfall. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our, surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
I mean, I can help, you know. I'm only the famous Witcher Geralt of Rivia.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
We have but to wait for the loading screen to finish.
Hear
Oh,
that?
they's a coming.
Your
Here they
bandits have
come.
arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Lawnfall, call upon you to repent. Set your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular Punch and Judy here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame.
and we will spare you.
Right, good
Probably
jest,
should
that.
not have done that.
Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts?
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says.
Or what?
Or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk will say we's afeard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed, we cannot let the affront go unpunished. I swear upon the Heron you will pay with your own blood. By the crane, villains, ready your arms!
Now, I don't know, they just seem a lot more intimidating than the Redanians or the Knights of the Flaming Rose I'm used to fighting. Like it's the armor, definitely. Let's see, get some Axe C for you. Oh, nice shot, damn.
Oh, you're fucked.
Oh, and you're the leader? Okay, I'm caught between a couple of them. There we go. Is that other one? Yep, he's still behind me. I'd like to take him out. Ah, super easy. Let's go ahead and take a White Raffords. Alright, I'm gonna go for these crossbow guys here next. They're just kind of asking for it being back here. Oh, cool. Can you, like, target the other guy right next to... Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. I think I heard him dying, though.
Come on!
And...
Lads!
Zorgi. And looks like there's one more. Another crossbow guy. What a fun way to start the DLC off, right?
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend. Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
Yeah, so Geralt seems to know these guys, probably from the books, but I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who they are in the books. But it's kind of cool. I know there's another big character in this
What brings you
DLC
such a
from the
long way?
books.
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her Illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses, the bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold.
Those
Should
are
you
all
answer her
very
summons.
different
An
descriptions.
ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also,
One's like a tentacle
both victims
monster,
were nobly
one
born,
looks more like a
and the start of
dragon,
tourney draws
one's a
near.
slender man.
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a thing.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect. But of this beast, nothing is known. Save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker. This is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident.
Let's do it.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you. Yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Ha! Then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
To Toussaint! Ha ha ha. Look, I don't think they're French, but it's definitely sort of based off the French. Toussaint is so much fun. Like, it's in Nilfgaard, technically, but it's not a city-state. I don't know what you call it when it's still technically free, but it's in that territory. I don't know, but it's kind of based off the French, but also very much based off of medieval times, hence all the knights and the knights errants and the tourney. And then there's also a bunch of fairy tale aspects to it. And then there's the whole, like, Beast of Toussaint that we're really going to get into, which adds a whole other layer to this DLC. Overall, it's an amazing DLC. I'm super excited to be jumping into it. To Toussaint, after the loading screen. Eventually, to Toussaint. It is taking a while to load. There we go. It's a pretty big region that we've never been to before, so it's going to take a little bit to load. It's also very colorful, and the music is great.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron.
Oh, who is that? Oh, are they jousting over there? Oh, nope. That's not a joust. Oh my god. There goes that windmill. And the giant is not phased. What is he, a cyclops? Oh my god, he has a mace. That's not a mace, that's a flail. To the rescue! Oh, poor horse. Alright, so there is an achievement that I want to try and grab here real quick, and it's actually a way to instantly kill this Cyclops.
My lady! Guillaume, watch out!
I swore I'd kill a monster.
You have to shoot this thing in the eye. Like that. David and Goliath. You shoot it in the eye, it just instantly dies, and you get the achievement. Easy as that.
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it.
No, we keep our
Put up a good
trophies.
fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint, we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again.
The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth, then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
There we go. That is Goliath slain. Go ahead and take this. He has a magic silver sword on him. We're also level 41 now. So I guess we'll go ahead and throw a point in somewhere. Are we maxed out here? Yes. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade our arrow deflection, I guess. I'm still just kind of throwing everything left over in combat in case we ever want to use it. Okay. So we should have appeared here at the Dulcinea windmill with Goliath. And there is a quest over here, but I wasn't sure if it would appear on our map. But I have it in my notes to do. If it appears as we're going down this road, we'll go do it. But other than that, I'm not too worried about it. And other than that, I don't think there's really anything else to do here at the windmill. Let's see what the stats are on that trophy, though. Probably automatically... No, I didn't automatically equip it. I usually do. 5% bonus experience from monsters. That's kind of garbage. Yeah, no, I will pass on equipping that then. Alright, we have to follow Milton to the place where the body was found. We get to ride through Toussaint a little bit here. Is
Run, Roach.
he just gonna go slow like this? Or are we... There we go, now
Brave
we're picking up
kid,
the pace.
Guillaume.
Palmerin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Let's go.
So yeah, I guess we're leaving behind that one quest, and that's fine with me. If we have time by the end of the second quest in this DLC, the second main quest, then we'll come back and do it. That's my main goal
Can't
for
get
this
used to
stream.
the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
That's my main goal for this stream. Get through the first two main quests of the DLC. And the second one's super short and easy. The first one is a lot of lead up to that point, basically. But it's all just us investigating what this beast of Toussaint is. Starting with here, where supposedly it's struck
No
again.
one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything.
Alright, so let's investigate here by the riverbank. Oop. We got some tracks here.
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went.
Got boot prints.
Walked along the shoreline.
Oh, and
Perhaps
some
the body lay on
drowners,
the
it
bank.
looks like. Let's deal with
Got
these
guests.
guys.
Careful.
Oh, scurvers. Oh, these guys are actually pretty bad to deal with, just so you know. They are like upgraded rot fiends, kind of. But as you can see, they got like these pins all over their bodies, so when they explode, it's a lot worse than normal rot fiends. So you want to be very careful with them. And I'm stuck on this junk. When they start to get down like that, just get away. I think their explosion
Drawn here by the
radius
smell of blood.
is a lot
Let's keep
bigger
looking.
as well. So overall, just want to be very careful when fighting them. They drop rot fiend blood, necrophage stuff. Same stuff as normal rot fiends, so nothing too serious. Let's continue looking around. I see this is red. There we go.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Okay. Let's follow the footprints. What happened here? Something get dragged into the water?
Footprints. See them? And a rut made by the hull of a boat. Left recently, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Dragged some nets onto the bank, then cut them to untangle them. Lot of blood, so the corpse must have been cut up. Quartered, maybe.
It's likely they loaded the body parts onto a boat and sailed off.
Nothing to say about that.
Gonna dive in, check the
I
other
guess.
nets. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it.
Alright, gotta check these other nets, I guess, to see if there are any bodies or any blood that got tangled up in them. Got linen. What's this? A wooden spoon? Oh man, it's all coming together. Linen and a wooden spoon. I think this is literally just junk that's kind of gotten caught up in the net. Like a copper mug. Oh, that handkerchief is actually what we're looking for. We got a glimpse of it. I'm just curious. This is all red, so I'm still going to go through and grab what I can of the red stuff. Now let's grab this handkerchief. Monogram DLC.
Silk kerchief. Monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Why are they all staring at us?
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions, no matter the odds. Fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
Alright, off
I
to
shall
the
have
tavern.
leave you soon. Return to court.
Why is it like... Is it usually like that blurry when my camera moves around? That's a little weird to me. We gotta go up there to the inn, ask around, and of course, every inn always has fun side quest stuff to do. In pretty much every game, not just The Witcher. There should also be a notice board. Yep, just ahead here. And this is gonna have more side stuff for us to do. Crane Island wanted the White Wolf. Notice from Ducal Camerlengo. Announcement from the Office of Internal Revenue of the Duchy of Toussaint. A Great Beauclair Gwent tournament. Oh, yes, there is even Gwent in this DLC. Contract for Witcher/Witcher's Caravan Escort.
Ducal clerk's looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Alright, wanted the White Wolf. The Witcher Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, is wanted to serve as a guide. Okay. That's a Wine Wars Belgard. Where is this, actually? Some of these might be a little too far out of the way for me to want to do. Like, that one's way up there. I really don't feel like going way up there right now. So we'll pass on that. We got Big Game Hunter. We have to talk to a count. That's way over there. So we'll pass on that. And we should have picked up at least one more there. Knight for Hire. Talk to Ducal Camerlengo. That one is actually in Beauclair, where we'll be going later in the stream. So we'll knock that out later. And I think there should still be one more. Mutual of Beauclair's Wild Kingdom. Meet the merchants at the camp. That is also kind of far out of the way. So we won't worry about that. There's a lot of stuff to the north of us that we'll have to do. A Gwent tournament. This is probably in Beauclair, if I had to assume. Yep. And that's it. I thought there was one more quest. Should be a contract for On Thin Ice, but I did not get it, so that's a little weird. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's head inside, check out the inn here.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited 2 men to join us, yet since Sir the Peyrak Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrak Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then?
That's a little rude. I asked him the question.
Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blew and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who dat?
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
He's playing the hare. I'm playing the donkey. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Let's talk to the innkeeper. I think we can actually play Gwent with him. I thought there would be a few more Gwent players here, but maybe not.
Wine rolling in the hay. Normally, I'd encourage you to try our famed fisherman's chowder. But alas, we are all out of crayfish.
Could replace them with something else. Perch, for example.
Replace crayfish with fish? I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? Your Nordlings are a pleasant lot, but about cuisine you know nothing.
Got any gossip? Fishermen talking about anything interesting?
Yes, about a Nordling who would replace crayfish with pike.
Okay, man.
Asked a serious question.
And the tactless one. I do not eavesdrop on my clients, and I certainly don't repeat anything I chance to hear.
Respectable. Definitely respectable. Show me what you got. Probably just food and beer and stuff. Like normal. I'll sell you that and that, though. And I can't really sell you anything else. Alright. Let's play Gwent with him.
Not likely to taste your famous fisherman's chowder, so maybe we could play some Gwent.
Oh, dear fellow,
so
with a fish hook like
we're
that,
gonna
you
be
must
playing.
have to pick
If he would
the
shut up.
lettuce.
We're gonna be playing with Northern Realms, but it's worth noting that you see, my opponent is Skellige. This DLC adds a brand new Gwent faction you can play with, and of course we don't have any of the cards to play the Skellige deck, but it's actually part of the Gwent quest here in Toussaint to get all the cards, because I think that tournament quest that we got, the guy who tells us about it is gonna ask us to play the Skellige deck in the finals, so we're gonna want all the cards. That being said, I really can't remember anything about how the Skellige deck plays. So I'm just going to go about my normal stuff here. He's playing the cow. I got the cow too. The cow, whenever it leaves the field, turns into a fiend. Also, before I get too involved in this Gwent game, like I said, I have no idea how these play. So let's see. Shuffles all cards from each player's graveyard back into their decks. That's an interesting leader ability. You could end up getting more spies from that, maybe. I don't know. A young berserker. That's a new card. What's that ability? Transforms into a bear when a Mardroim card is on its row. Alright, alright. Well, let's go ahead and play this cow. That way we get a fiend in the next round. And now he's passed, so we just gotta beat 22 here. I'm thinking we just played 2 of our hero cards. Actually, do I want to use my Biting Frost here? No, let's save our Biting Frost. Let's play 2 of our hero cards. We'll play Roach and Tyson. And then we'll play our Blue Stripes Commando here. And win the first round. Draw another one. We'll be 3 cards up. We'll both be starting with a Fiend. Ooh, and we got a decoy as well. It'll be nice if we go into a 3rd round. Let's start with Triss. A hero card he can't really do anything to. Commander's Horn right away. Fun. Okay. I actually don't have a lot of combat cards here. Let's start playing some Siege. Okay, you're playing Roach. You're playing the Horse Roach, which is interesting. We'll go ahead and play you. A war longship. That's a ship that is a siege card. And it has the effect where if he plays another one, it doubles. So that could potentially be pretty bad for us if he does that. And Drummond Shield Matings, same effect. I feel like we kind of got this in the bag. Because even if I horn here, my cards are safe from a Scorch. And I have this Biting Frost to ruin his horned row. Ceres, that's a new hero card. She has a muster. Oh, and those... Oh, shit. That's a fucking terrible combo right there. Damn. So Ceres summons all the Shield Maidens from your deck and your hand, which all play together. So if you play Ceres and you have all three of these in your deck, not on the field, you instantly gain 48, 72, 82 power. God damn, that sucks. Oh. I'm gonna stall Clear Weather. They have 2 cards left. Commander's Horn on that row. You have 1 card left. I think I can still win this round. Shuffles all cards from the graveyard back into the deck. You're trying to stall. Go ahead and do that. Play your last card. You passed. Okay. So I'll go ahead and Frost you. See what that does. That ties us up, and then I can play that, and then I'll win. Okay. I was saving that in case the Biting Frost didn't work, but it worked out. So I gotta watch out if they have a Ceres and Shield Maidens, because that is a brutal combo. What did we get from that? Clan Drummond Shield Maiden, our first card for the Skellige deck. And we got Never Fear Skelliges here. Collect all the missing cards in the Skellige deck. There are 19, and we need to obtain... Fuck, didn't mean to do that. I always press the wrong button to switch objectives. We need to obtain a basic Skellige deck. I'm pretty sure that's going to go to the same objective that we have to go to for the Gwent tournament. And it's very nice. It actually marks where you get all the other cards, too. So we won't have to run around trying to play random merchants and stuff either. Very nice. We're still going to play against everyone we come across, though. Just because that's the type of player I am.